published 1731 EDT, the 19th of August 2017, updated 1828 EDT, the 19th of August 2017. Mauricio Pochettino believes Tottenham have to lift the sights beyond winning a trophy and set them on the Premier League title and the Champions League. In a bold statement of intent, after finishing third, then second in the Premier League in consecutive seasons, the Tottenham manager has laid out his agenda for the critical years ahead. Tottenham take on Chelsea in the first Premier League game at Wembley while they wait to move into the new stadium. Mauricio Pochettino thinks it's time people stopped saying that Tottenham need a trophy. The Spurs manager is setting his sights higher than a trophy. Pochettino wants a big trophy. Spurs are still without a trophy since the League Cup win of 2008, so Pochettino insists his vision is for them to be more than a cup side. He said, "We need to push Tottenham. Sometimes there are a lot of comments that, okay, now Tottenham need a trophy. No. We need a big trophy. A big trophy is Premier League, a Champions League. Because, if not, we prepare the team to win the FA Cup, a League Cup, and you are in the middle of the table, or 6th or 7th. I would be disappointed. It would mean nothing for me to win the League Cup or the FA Cup, even though they are important. For me, the principal reason I am here is to try to challenge for the Premier League and the Champions League, to compete in the best competition in the world." Pochettino's comments are intended to lift aspirations at the club, who he hopes will sign at least 3 more players after last week's record £45 million deal for Davinson Sanchez from Ajax. Pochettino watched his side begin the Premier League bid with a win at Newcastle last week. The Premier League is one of the big trophies. 45-year-old Pochettino is setting his sights on Ross Barkley as still a possible arrival, even though he is injured and not available until later this year. Pochettino wants to take the next step after going close twice in the league. "I don't say that it's not important to win the League Cup, the FA Cup or the Europa League," he said. "But for me, we need to put Tottenham every season with the possibility to win the Premier League and to win the Champions League, the 2 most important trophies. If one day I am not capable to win the Premier League here with Tottenham, or we don't have the chance to win the Premier League, I think it will be very disappointing. I want to win the Premier League. I want to win the Champions League. You can win the FA Cup because of the draw, or the League Cup because of the draw, or the Europa League because the big clubs are more focused on the other competitions. For me, to win a trophy means to win the Premier League or the Champions League." Pochettino wants Spurs to compete for the Champions League too. Despite last year's poor run, Tottenham have not won a trophy of any description since lifting the League Cup back in 2008.